Hello everybody, this is Chromical018, and this is going to be my thoughts on Black Butler episode 7. I've only gotten episode 7 edited. I had recorded for episode 8 as well. I just gotta edit it. I got a lot of videos to edit, but I will get them done. Don't worry. Anyway, they end up going on another job, though to the servants, I think they're going on holiday in a place called Houndsworth, to a resort, the Queen's Resort, but nope. He's actually doing a job for the Queen. That next to this episode, the next episode are very sad in a way, because next episode. This episode is actually very sad to me, but because it's just inhumane. Essentially, there used to be sport for bear baiting, and CL had to explain it to Sebastian, and it was essentially banned, but they didn't take out the dogs that were used in the bear baiting. They instead replaced the bear with another dog. And so it's essentially dog fighting, but the poor dog is not able to fight back. And that's what is happening in Houndsworth, and CO has been sent to put a stop to this. And he's going there under the guise of putting in a new resort. And before they get there, they spot an old woman with a baby. And Finian goes to help, and he ends up not knowing his own strength and tossing the stroller. But into the stroller is not a baby, it's a dog skull. And I was already creeped out by that, and the fact that there are metal hanging dog collars and skulls lining the way as they get there. And we actually find out that the population of the village has decreased by 1/3 because not only are people missing, but they've been murdered as well. And we actually find out in this episode that Sebastian is fond of cats, but he hates dogs. And I don't remember exactly the reason why he hates dogs. I'm guessing because they need to be trained in order to be good dogs. And cats do not. But I don't know. But we actually see a boy with another dog. And they both seem very happy, obviously. And I'm mentioning this because this pops up later. And they actually get to the Barrymore Castle where they're going to be staying. And the servant Angela opens the door and greets them. And Finian ends up being very infatuated by her. And she ends up getting punished by her master because he didn't get to greet them when they arrived. And CL obviously doesn't like this, so he tells Sebastian to stop him. And the guy has many dog references when he's greeting them. And he doesn't really believe that CL is the actual Phantom Hive heir, or the one in charge of the family. They actually convince him. And we find out that there's actually a curse, apparently. And if you are bad, then the demon hound is supposed to show up and essentially kill you. And everything in this village is just so freaking creepy to me, because it's like a cult type thing where everyone is chanting. It's just really freaky. And we find out that apparently there was a bad dog, aka someone who didn't follow the rules, and the demon hound apparently got them. And before actually all this happened, you see a silhouette of what appears to be a demon hound on the window, and something rushing towards into the village that looks very phosphorescent green, I guess. Anyway, they assume that's the demon hound, and we find out that the poor guy who got killed was the same guy we saw earlier happily petting his new dog. And apparently he got killed by the demon hound because he broke the rule that you're only allowed to have 5 dogs, and he had a 6th one. And as punishment, they decided to kill off the newest dog, I'm guessing, by the dog fighting, and everybody shows up and watches this, and I am very deeply saddened and disturbed by all this, and I can tell that the others are too. And Finian actually runs up and knocks the dogs away and tries to protect the poor dog that's been attacked. And the others actually do the same, but at this point Sebastian's not there because CL sent him to do something. And And the crowd, that's essentially like cult, like I said, tie the others up to a tree and then chain CL up and prepare to have him attacked, just like the poor dog. Right at the last second, Sebastian pops up, kicks the dogs away, and reveals that the demon dog is essentially a sham created by Duke Barrymore, because we see him setting up the projector for the shadow of the demon hound, painting a dog the green phosphorant that I mentioned, and he was the one who actually killed, what was his name? Jimmy? I don't remember. And his dog, he had actually gotten bitten by the guy's dog who was defending him, while his poor master was being attacked and killed. And it actually shows that he does have a bite mark. And the crowd turns on him and sends him to the jail, which I'm guessing is in the Barrymore Castle? State, whatever. And the poor dog finally dies from his injuries. And for some strange reason, Sebastian also mentioned at this point, this is why I hate dogs. And if somebody could explain to me why he hates dogs, that would be great. I mean, I know that there are people who are dog people and cat people, but I don't think we ever got a reason as to why Sebastian hates dogs. But while all this is going on, Barrymore's going, well, not going crazy, but he's yelling about how the demon hound's going to come get him. He seems adamant that the curse is actually real. And we hear something, and Finian and, what was her name? Mazine? Whatever her name was. She and Finian went down to the jail because they heard something, and turns out there's a large pool of blood right next to a big hole that was opened up in the wall of the cell. And as the episode ends, we see Barrymore's dead body. So, yeah. So, this case is definitely not closed yet. It will actually be closed in the next episode, don't worry. Anyway, if there's anything I didn't mention that you want to mention in the comment section that you liked or disliked or whatever, feel free to do so. And if you haven't already subscribed, I'd recommend subscribing because you will get notified of whenever I upload. And if it's something you enjoy, then you'll be one of the first people to, watch it, obviously. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see everybody next time.